Wait, wrong images? Nope, it's right. The whole creation is sick. Actually, I think creation is actually dying. Of course, there's climate change. We've learned about it in school, we read about it, we watch it on the news. We know that the earth is getting warmer and warmer. And there's pollution. We're polluting the air, the land, the ocean, all the natural resources with toxic chemicals. This hurts me the most, animal exploitation. From our food industry, our clothing industry, and science, we really hurt them bad. And then there's animal extinction. Many have already become extinct, and many are on the edge of extinction. And for us humans, we're struggling too. Life is more challenging now as we cannot afford houses, it's harder to save money, we have debts. Inequality is actually growing as the income gap is growing as well. We also see a rise of individuals experiencing anxiety disorders, depression, and drug abuse, suicide, and all of these related to the lack of community and the isolation and the loneliness within the society. Okay, alright, you probably already know this. But we can choose to be part of the problem or be part of the solution. So then, what's the problem and what's the solution? The root of the problem is neoliberalism. Huh? What is neoliberalism? So, liberalism actually promotes individualism, and it places individualism before the society, and the society exists for the individuals, instead of existing for a community. It also promotes the free market to strive in competition, isolation, and selfishness, telling us to live for our own self-interest in this dog-eat-dog world. Neoliberalism's interest is to benefit corporations even more so that it can generate more profit, more power, and more wealth for the richest. And of course, it commodifies humans and nature and its resources. And in the world of neoliberalism, it has turned every relationship transactional and contractional. Neoliberals control politics, sponsoring political campaigns that favor their interest. Media platforms are heavily controlled by these neoliberals, the wealthiest people in the world. 6 corporations control about 90% of the media in USA. And of course, they control culture. They implemented materialism, consumerism, telling us what we want to wear, what we want to buy, what we want to have, and how we want to live our lives to reach happiness. With profit as their main goal, they recklessly exploit factory workers.
These are the first secret pictures from inside the factories that produce scrap. An exhausted workforce, people sleeping on their breaks, others falling asleep as they work.
你们睡觉，让有人睡觉时候往秩序上靠。你知道是在秩序上，它是有限的，所以都是很厉害。
We know that businesses are constantly exploiting natural resources. For example, the Keystone XL pipeline, where they're extracting fossil fuels. We also hear about the oil spills in the ocean, contaminating our water and killing a lot of wildlife. The idea behind neoliberalism is that we have all the same freedom and opportunity to be prosperous. They tell us to work hard, play hard, and discourage rest, so that we can buy more and more things. Like bags and shoes and technology, cars. We just want to buy more and more. And when we're done with them, we can just throw it away because out of sight, out of mind. In order for them to make more money, they needed to create a culture of materialism and a throwaway culture so that we can just keep on consuming and consuming to the degree where we cannot turn back. Yup, neoliberalism is our modern-day Goliath. It is very overwhelming, and I didn't even cover everything. But what if I tell you you can help fight this? The solution is covenantal relationships. Ta-da! Throughout Bible times, God has given us a covenant between Him and creation. The covenant is the binding of different parties that promotes free and intimate and right relationships that birth shalom. Yep, shalom refers to wholeness, balance, integrity of the earth, animal, and people. Did you know that nature and animals are part of the covenant and are supposed to be in unity and harmony with us human beings in the Trinity? We see that nature and animals are included in the Noah's covenant. Let's read it together. Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, I now establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you and with every living creature that was with you, the birds, the livestock, and all the wild animals, all those that came out of the ark with you, every living creature on earth. Genesis 9:6-10. We also see that earth was included in the Lord's Prayer. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. As you can see, the earth and animals are also very important to God. We are part of creation, and they are also part of creation, and we are to live in the covenant that equates love, justice, and power. Romans 12:2 tells us that do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. We are called to live differently from others, from our culture. And we are called to live in a covenantal relationship with the earth and with animals, the rest of creation. So whether you're a student, a teacher, a business owner, a pastor, or an artist, you can help make steps to save creation. First, we need to change our thinking. Instead of thinking all about profits, we need to switch to thinking about the common good. From pleasure to meaning, from wastefulness to frugality, from a contract relationship to a covenant relationship, from human autonomy to solidarity and interdependence, from competition to cooperation, from merit and success to service and care. After the renewal of our minds, we can finally go into action. We can learn how to steward the earth in 4 different levels. First is personal. We can make lifestyle changes like using sustainable products, reducing consumption, and supporting eco-friendly initiatives and businesses. Second is local community. We can start community gardening, we can buy our food from local farm markets, and be part of an intentional community. Third is the national level. We can choose to support different environmental changes and parties and economic policies in your government. Last is the global level. We can establish and reinforce global environmental and labor standards, and also be accountable with each other internationally and have more collaborations. I believe together we can literally save the world.